From the streets of Atlanta to the top, the untold rise of Lil Baby Yo. Imagine going from selling drugs in the West End to becoming one of the biggest rappers in the world, all while staying true to where you came from. This is the story of Dominique Jones, better known as Lil Baby. A 4x4 G63 might look different when it's paid for with real money instead of trap money. He got countless chances to change, and finally took one that changed everything. Intro born. Dominique Armani Jones on December 3, 1994 in Atlanta's Oakland City neighborhood. Lil Baby grew up in the historic West End. It's a place where old burnt-out houses sit next to new gentrification and emerald green trees line streets full of stories. He was just 2 years old when his father walked out, leaving his mother, Lashin Jones, to raise him and his 2 sisters alone. Lashin, who had served in the Marines before working at the post office, poured everything into her kids. "I spent a lot of time with him," she once shared. "He didn't really have anybody." As the only boy in the house, Baby was smart enough in school but kept getting into trouble. He eventually dropped out of Booker T. Washington High School in the 9th grade, street life and turning point. By his mid-teens, Baby was deep in the streets. He was getting what he called real money, enough to rent condos and drive cars that most kids his age could only dream about. A local named Wicked gave him the nickname Little Baby because of his youthful face and habits. "I used to go to sleep wherever. I used to leave my trash everywhere. Typical little baby shit," he recalled with a laugh. He knew the drug dealers in his neighborhood from a young age. Hanging with older guys who were getting money motivated him. By 17, he had 2 condos costing around $2,000 a month each. He was around when future stars like Young Thug and Offset were coming up, even sharing spaces with them at times. But the streets catch up. After multiple run-ins with the law, Baby was sentenced to roughly 2 years in prison on weapons and drug charges. Prison hit him hard. "You're going to have to be there to actually fathom what it was like," he said. He saw friends serving life sentences and described the hopelessness, sitting in a small space like Quality Control's studio, knowing you might never leave. "I'd rather they just take you in the back and kill you," he once reflected on life sentences. His mother called watching him go to prison the hardest thing she'd ever experienced. She visited every weekend. During one call, Baby told her his plan upon release. "Mom, I want to be a rapper." She was skeptical at first. People say a lot when they're locked up, but when he came home, he went straight to the studio. The music switch up. Before music, Baby was a respected figure around Quality Control, not as a rapper, but as a sharp weed dealer with serious street credibility. Coach K, the legendary power broker behind QC, saw something more. One day outside the studio, Coach told him, "Baby man, why don't you rap? You got the swag, the lingo, respect from every side of the city." Baby laughed it off at first. "Coach, I'm a street nigga." But Coach K kept pushing. "Your shit is so real. If you do this, you're gonna be big." With guidance from Coach K, P, Pierre Thomas, Young Thug, and others, Baby started learning the craft. He had natural talent, melodic flows, sharp lyrics, and that unmistakable Atlanta drawl. His style fit perfectly into late 2000s trap, booming 808s, heavy auto-tune, and relentless work ethic. He dropped his first mixtape, Perfect Timing, shortly after release in 2017. From there, it was a rocket ship. In 2018, his debut studio album, Harder Than Ever, went platinum, boosted by hits like Yes Indeed with Drake. Collaborations with Gunna on Drip Harder produced the massive Drip Too Hard. Then came My Turn in 2020, a chart-topping multi-platinum monster that dominated streaming. The bigger picture and social impact. Just as Baby was reaching new heights, the world shifted. After the murder of George Floyd in 2020, Baby stepped up in a way that surprised many. He released The Bigger Picture, a raw, piano-driven track where he processed police brutality, systemic racism, and his own experiences. Lines like "They're killing us for no reason" hit hard. The song peaked at number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100, his biggest solo hit, and has been streamed hundreds of millions of times.